When a wrestler debuts in a big promotion, they might be lucky enough to win their first match, or at least a good match to jumpstart a promising career. However, only a handful of wrestlers throughout history have been lucky enough to not only win their debut match, but win a championship title, something that would take years for other wrestlers. In this video we look at 8 WWE wrestlers who won a championship belt in their debut match. Number 1. Jerry Lynn wins the WWE Light Heavyweight Championship. When you talk about missed opportunities in WWE, there's one wrestler in particular that crops up time to time, and that's Jerry Lynn. Lynn would debut in WCW, but under a mask with one of the worst names in professional wrestling, Mr. JL. Okay, fair enough, it's not as bad as the Ding Dongs. He would achieve relatively nothing in the promotion, having only 4 wins throughout his time there. He would, however, achieve better success in ECW, having a notable feud with Rob Van Dam, and eventually winning ECW's most illustrious title, the Heavyweight Championship. Lynn would sign with the WWE as an active competitor in 2001, and after wrestling a few house shows, Lynn would make his official televised debut on Sunday Night Heat, defeating Crash Holly for the Light Heavyweight Championship. In an interview on Inside the Ropes, Lynn had no idea they were going to put the belt on him so early. He mentioned, "I had no idea they were going to put the belt on me till I got to the building. My first thought was why? They hadn't built me up or anything. Why just bring me in and slap it on me? And then bringing me in and be a heel when the majority of my career I've been a face, and with no rhyme or reason, I'm a heel. So I cheat and get the win, and still end up getting a great reaction from the crowd. Even Paulie told me afterwards that the office was surprised at how much of a reaction I got. But it was in Chicago, which was one of our main towns in ECW. You know, if you want to bring me in as a heel, you gotta have me beat up one of your baby faces that's really over with the crowd. Then I'm a heel." The whole time in my head, I was just thinking, why? Jerry Lynn would hold the belt for 37 days, losing the title to Jeff Hardy on a June 5th, 2001 episode of SmackDown. Number 2. Christian wins the WWE Light Heavyweight Championship. Before he was the legendary Captain Charisma, Christian would appear in the WWE all the way back in 1998 at the In Your House Breakdown pay-per-view, distracting Edge during a match against Owen Hart. Playing a gothic character, he wore a puffy white shirt and sunglasses, with nobody really knowing who he was or why he distracted Edge. It was then later revealed that Christian was Edge's storyline brother, who aligned himself with WWE's resident vampire Gangrel. After inaugural champion Taka Michinoku won the Light Heavyweight Championship belt in a tournament, his 316-day reign would come to a shocking end, as he would be defeated by Christian on his debut match at 1998's Judgment Day pay-per-view. Christian wouldn't hold the title for long, as he was embarrassingly defeated by Dwayne Gill, the man who would later be known as Gillberg. Number 3. Ted DiBiase Jr. wins the WWE Tag Team Championship. The $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase was one of the premier heels in the WWE, with wrestling law stating that he was considered to win the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 4. Nonetheless, DiBiase achieved lasting success in the WWF, which is why many fans waited to see how his son Ted DiBiase Jr. would fare. Sadly, it turns out his father's footsteps were just too big to follow, but WWE still gave him a huge debut by winning a championship belt. When DiBiase Jr. made his debut on Raw, he guaranteed the audience he would become a champion in his very first match, challenging the team of Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly for the Tag Team Championships at the Night of Champions pay-per-view. At the pay-per-view, DiBiase Jr. revealed his partner to be none other than Cody Rhodes, as he immediately turned on his partner, making it a handicap match. Both Rhodes and DiBiase would win the belts, but until 2018, DiBiase wouldn't be the first person to win a Tag Team Championship on his debut match. Number 4. Nicholas wins the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. Okay, he isn't a wrestler per se, but this is still down in the official records as a Tag Team Championship win. During the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 34, Braun Strowman needed to pick a partner for his match against The Bar. For weeks on end, many speculated this could be the surprise return of a huge former WWE superstar. Could it be Batista? Could it have been Bobby Lashley, who were both rumored to return at the time? The monster among men would pick a member from the WWE audience, he picked someone, but this turned out to be a 10-year-old boy. The boy's name was Nicholas, who was later revealed to be referee John Cone's son. The team of the Monster and the 10-year-old boy would shockingly win the belts. Though the next night on Raw, Nicholas was forced to relinquish the belt due to his conflicting schedule with school. Braun Strowman vows Nicholas and he will return as a tag team when he's finished with school, so there's already a match on the docket for 2029 or so. Number 5. Gail Kim wins the WWE Women's Championship. Gail Kim's 2003 WWE debut was heavily hyped with weeks of promos promising a Matrix-inspired gimmick. She would finally debut on the June 30th, 2003 episode of Raw and compete in the 7-Women Battle Royal, dumping out Victoria to win the WWE Women's Championship. This would be her one and only reign in the WWE, as she was released due to cost-cutting measures. She would return to WWE in 2009, but revealed she felt unhappy in the promotion, recently declining an appearance at WWE's Evolution pay-per-view. Number 6. Carlito wins the WWE United States Championship. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. That was Carlito Caribbean Cool's motto when he entered the WWE. Decked out in a Hawaiian shirt, Carlito was a cocky big mouth heel, usually eating an apple and spitting it in the face of his rival. On his WWE debut on SmackDown, Carlito would make a huge impact by defeating United States Champion John Cena as he grabbed the padlock chain that Cena wore around his neck to knock him out for the pin and the title. Even though he would win the title from Cena in his debut match, he didn't propel to the heights that some of the WWE planned for him. Number 7. Santino Marella wins the WWE Intercontinental Championship. On an April 16, 2007 episode of Raw that aired in Italy, Mr. McMahon gave any WWE superstar a huge opportunity, as he would make an impromptu challenge against the current Intercontinental Champion, the Samoan bulldozer Umaga, putting the belt on the line. With nobody answering the challenge, McMahon would select somebody from the crowd, picking a man in the front row with a brown shirt and red shoes, who later revealed himself to be Santino Marella. With the help of Bobby Lashley, Marella would pull one of the biggest upsets in wrestling history, ending Umaga's undefeated streak and winning the Intercontinental Championship. After such an unbelievable debut, Santino would slowly flounder in WWE, becoming just simply a comedy act. And number 8. The Giant wins the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. By 1995, Hulk Hogan's popularity as the American hero was drastically fading in WCW. Everybody was tired of Hogan always coming out on top, and to make matters worse, Hogan was trying to recreate the feud he once had with the legendary Andre the Giant, but this time it was his son wanting revenge. His storyline son was simply known as the Giant, better known as the Big Show, and after weeks of tormenting the Hulkster, the two would face off at Halloween Havoc, but earlier in the night, they had to settle the score in a bizarre and costly monster truck match. It would somehow end with Hogan coming out as the victor and accidentally tossing the Giant off the wall of the parking lot down to the ground below, seemingly killing him off. However, without any explanation, the Giant returned alive and ready to face off the Hulkster in the main event, making this his official debut wrestling match. The Giant wound up leaving with the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, claiming that he had a clause in his contract that would allow him to win the title even via disqualification. The title change was official, but the Giant would be stripped off it the following week. To this date, no other wrestler has won either the WCW or WWE Heavyweight Championship on their debut match. What did you guys think of this video and this list? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.